Here with head coach of the Haifax Shockers, Dan Campbell. Dan, it was your first game as a head coach in this league. Now you've played several seasons. Your first win came against a team that you never defeated as a player. Can you sum up your first win in a career and finally defeating the Moncton Mustangs?
Quite frankly, going into this game, I was pretty nervous. We've been having a little bit of trouble this year getting our numbers up, and quite frankly, up into the beginning of this week, we weren't really sure where we stood. We went to the league jamboree, which is controlled scrimmage amongst all 4 teams 2 weeks ago, with a pretty short bench, and we held our own. But you know, Moncton is a strong team. They've been a strong team for years. So going into this game, I wasn't sure if we were, if we were going to compete, how it was going to go. But I wanted to be aggressive. So when we won the toss, I wanted the ball, and I wanted to score on the first drive, and we did. Once we got that 7-point lead, one thing that the Moncton offense is particularly dynamic or fast scoring. So I knew once we got the lead against them, it would be tough for them to get it back from us.
3 days ago, you guys made a switch at the quarterback position, and Vince Williams was the guy that came in as the quarterback for the Shockers. Your thoughts on the transition and your thoughts on his play today?
Well, our previous quarterback was pretty raw, has not played a lot of football before, and Danny's a veteran of this league with Dartmouth and us. He's a good athlete. You can see he was making a lot of things happen with his legs today, not just with his arm, but that ability to extend plays and kind of make broken plays work for us definitely helped us out a lot today. But we went in with, Danny was on the same page with the rest of us that we were going to try to establish the run today and stay physical on offense. Not try to get too complicated, but complete passes when we had to, stretch the defense when we had to, and be effective running the ball. Danny's veteran leadership kind of made it easy for him to come in without a lot of practice and be able to run our offense.
The defense today shutting out the Moncton Mustangs, and really keeping Cormier at bay. Outside of 2 or 3 big plays by the offense, they really were unable to get anything going. Your thoughts on the defense today?
Well, we have quite a few dynamic players in our front 5 on our defense in particular. Paul Moore, Andrew Oak, Andrew Rowe, Evan Williams. They were all making plays all over the field for us today. Jamal Edwards and Rick McMahon also were making a lot of plays for us today. So really, the defense, there wasn't much more I could ask for. Anytime they tried to pass the ball, they weren't doing it with any consistency. We're getting good pressure from our 2-man defensive line, which is difficult because at least one of those defensive linemen is trying to fight through a double team every play.
Today it looked like a kind of a throwback to when we started playing. It was 10-man ball. Is this how the Shockers are going to roll for the season, or is there going to be an emphasis to recruit to get up to the 12-man level? Ideally,
we would love to play 12-man ball, but it's difficult. Numbers are always a difficult thing to get. So until we are comfortable, especially amongst our line positions, with what we got, then no, we're pretty committed to 10-man at the moment.
The skull cap, Campbell. What's up with the skull cap now, buddy?
It keeps the locks in check during the game.
That's it.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much.
And well, there's always a little bit of a psychological game that you're playing. When they were stretching right along the center field line. So I went up to their head coach and introduced myself, and very promptly asked him to move to the 45 of his own side.
Boy, Campbell, I wouldn't expect anything less from your mind on that.
A little gamemanship.
Little psychological warfare, my friend. Daniel Campbell, the head coach of the Haifax Shockers, 26-0 win over the Moncton Mustangs in their Game 1 of the Maritime Football League season.